Welcome back. On today's video, I'm going to run you guys through some basic grip breaks from more common positions on the gi, such as the collar grip, the cuff grip, and the pant grip. So to start things off, let's get right into the collar. So she's going to go ahead and grab it. So when they grab the collar grip, so always when we're going to go for it, always grab towards the wrist. Try to avoid trying to break from the arm, just because you're going to be way too weak from here. So always grabbing towards the wrist. First one's going to be baseball back control. Push towards the ceiling. So as I connect, I'm going to break towards the ceiling. Now, why is it always towards the ceiling? Because if you actually look at the design of the grip, if I try to break towards her, that's where her fingers are very strong. But they're actually quite weak in this space here. So as I push towards that ceiling, it takes into account that gap, that weakness in the grip. So the grip is actually very strong this way, but it's weak going up, right? So again, breaking towards the ceiling, never towards her. The second one's going to be the cuff grip. So I have just grabbing onto her wrist, baseball back control. And then I also have a second version with the gi. If I actually roll the cuff, so I roll the cuff, push my palms together into her wrist. Now again, breaking towards the ceiling. So again, I have just grabbing onto her wrist, baseball back control. Then I also have grabbing onto the cuff, breaking towards the ceiling. The nice benefit about the second version is that I can right away, because I have a grip, advance to my next guard, whether it's spider guard, collar sleeve, doesn't really matter. It just gives you that one up for that second. So now moving down into the cuff or the sleeve. Now breaking this one's going to be a little bit different. Now first thing I want you to know is don't just always try to rip, right? Especially if the person in front of you is very strong, it's going to be very difficult. So instead of trying to just aimlessly just rip my arm around, first one's going to be if I actually take my other hand, I want to try to just palm it to her knuckles. So if I just palm it to her knuckles, it actually gives me a lot of traction. And all I'm doing with this hand is keeping her wrist still. That's all I'm doing. As I keep her wrist still, now I'm going to bring my elbow back towards my hip. And that's going to break the grip. So again, this hand right here is primarily just used to keep her hand in place. I can even grab it if I want to, but just pushing is good enough. Now as I push, I pull. Now sometimes as you do this one, they're going to be really, really strong. So for the second cuff break, is going to be as I weave. So I'm going to swing my arm under, my hand under, and now watch. My first finger and my thumb, I want to catch inside her wrist. Now all I want to do is just push towards the ceiling, and it breaks it really easily. It's actually very, very strong. Even if they were able to hold on to it, it's just such a miserable grip, they can't really use it for anything. So as I swing my hand under, using that space between my first finger and my thumb, now I just push towards it. And that's it. Now I have a grip, I can move forward and do what I want to do. And the last one is going to be breaking the pant grip. So our partner's going to get it. Pretty much, it's the exact same grip as if they were grabbing my actual cuff on my arm. So it's the exact same style of grip. So it's going to be applied pretty much in the same way. So again, attacking her closer to her wrist. First one's baseball back control. It's the exact same thing. I'm just going to pull towards me. Just pull the grip towards my chest. It's the exact same thing. It's the exact same thing as breaking towards the ceiling. I'm again taking into account that weakness of the grip. The grip is very strong. If I try to push towards it, obviously it's not going to work. That's where a grip is very powerful. So I want to actually break towards me. I have it baseball back control, and I can also do it with the cuff. So again, roll the cuff, pinch the palms together, and pull towards yourself, and that's it. Now, however, if they're very strong, you'll actually find yourself just sitting here, and you're going to feel stuck, and you can't do anything. And that's the biggest problem with the pant grip. If she had both of them, she can start running around my guard. If I'm just trying to break a grip and I don't break it in time, she's already inside control. So the better version of break it, actually, if they're very strong, is going to be either way, whether it's the baseball back control or the cuff, I'm going to involve my leg. So whichever one I decide to do, when I pull, I'm going to kick in the opposite direction. When I kick in the opposite direction and pull, it just puts a lot more power into it. It just makes it very difficult to hold. So whether you do the baseball back control, cuff grip, doesn't matter. Pull back, so watch you do it with this one. Pull back and kick. If they're really strong, and you can't even break it with this, the last version is going to be making a cross grip. So this is a same side grip. make a cross grip, and I want to loop my arm all the way around. I want to sit my elbow pit inside her wrist. And now, as I pull, I'm going to kick. This one will for sure break it. This one is probably the most powerful out of all of them. But however, it does require a little bit of setup, so you're going to have to manage your time, because again, if you take too long, they can run around your guard. So, cross grip, loop all the way around. Again, sitting her wrist inside my elbow pit. As I pull, I'm going to kick. And then there we go. Now I have a grip on her. I can advance forward and play whatever guard I want to do. Thanks again for watching. I hope you guys learned something new from every video. But before I wrap things up, I just want to throw out a quick tip for beginners. The battle will always start with the grips. So the person that initiates the grips first will have a better chance at moving forward with their offense. So if I were you, I would always break them. Always break any grip they make on you, because anything they grab will only just push them forward, make things harder, and they'll get strong, and then it's just going to be too late. As always, click here to subscribe to our channel. Click here if you want to just keep watching more videos, and then don't forget to follow us on Instagram.